Being in the public eye in Hollywood can definitely be a stressful thing, and the pressure society can leave on you can definitely make you wish you never rose to fame. Hi, I'm Stacey Taylor, and today I'm counting down the top 10 celebrities who cried for help and we shouldn't have ignored it. At number 10, we have Aaron Carter. It's clear that America doesn't care if you're famous, and it's pretty sad. Aaron Carter is responsible for most of the iconic 2000 hits. However, Aaron's life has exemplified how a sensational teenage pop star can fall from grace into the pits of substance addiction and mental illness, and no one would even notice. Aaron, over the last couple of years, has been suffering from eating disorders, addiction, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorders, and acute anxiety. When Aaron was crying for help, all doctors did was prescribe him with a number of prescription medications, and his brother and sister would even go to file restraining orders against him after he started to spiral out of control. Aaron would even act so manically that he took to his Twitter account to say, "If you're reading this, it's too late. All I ask for my family is to leave me alone. This is blood, not love. I will never be around you, and I don't want to be around you." Aaron was crying for help, and we all refused to notice before it was too late. At number 9, we have Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato has admitted her song Skyscraper was a cry for help, and none of us really noticed. When the star was 19 years old, she was admitted to rehab for 3 months and received treatment for an eating disorder and self-punishment. Demi said that the song was really difficult for her to record as it was a cry for help, and it wouldn't be the last time the star would use her music to tell us she needed help. In 2020, Demi Lovato's Grammy performance was no doubt an emotional one. In her track, Anyone revealed that the star was crying for help. Demi has even admitted that when she listened to the track back, she couldn't believe how nobody listened to the song and thought, "Let's get this girl some help." Even though Demi has disclosed that she recorded the song when she thought she was in a good state of mind, she definitely wasn't, and none of us even noticed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. At number 8, we have Britney Spears. Before we knew how bad Britney was suffering due to her 13 years under the hands of her father's control, none of us even took the time to realize that the star was suffering. From shaving her head to playing dress up with food in a restaurant, the star clearly gave us a ton of hints that she wasn't doing okay. Back in 2021, when New York Times and FX documentary released Framing Britney, Britney would tell the world how she felt about the documentary by posting a video of herself performing Toxic. The star would then go on to say in a caption, "Each person has their own story and their own take on people's stories. We all have different, bright, beautiful lives, but remember, no matter what we think about how a person's life is, it's nothing compared to the actual person living behind the lens." A lot of Britney's outbursts when she was younger have shown us that there was something deeply concerning going on with the star, but instead of taking it seriously, people decided to take it as a joke as they thought the star was just off her rocker. At number 7, we have Kanye West. Kanye West's outbursts over the last few years have definitely been a cry for help, and if any of us truly took the time to realize, then he probably wouldn't be in the situation he is today. Kanye all his life has been pretty open when it comes to his bipolar disorder, and regularly on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim has been really worried that he's been having episodes before they split. Kanye's outbursts seem to have started when Kim went public with her relationship with Pete Davidson. However, recently, Kanye's outbursts have also caused him to be dropped by his partnerships with Adidas and Gap. It's clear that Kanye needs help, and all of his actions have been a cry for it. From the beginning, we've chosen to make fun of the star and hype him to the point the situation became worse, and it even ruined his career. Now, I know it's so hard to be compassionate towards someone seeing so much hate on the internet, but it's time we pursue Kanye to get the help he needs. At number 6, we have Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan portrayed some pretty outrageous behavior back in the day. From being under the influence to stealing a $2,500 necklace from a jewelry store, having wedding rampages, and even the time she abducted 3 men. The star's actions clearly show she was going through something that none of us could understand. Society forced Lindsay to be a perfect girl, and it's clear she wanted to rebel to show that she wasn't this perfect girl everybody wanted her to be. With a bad relationship stemming from her father and her brain being impaired, it was only time before we saw this star spiral out of control. Lindsay was clearly unhappy with her life and thought the media attention would make her feel good. However, she took things way too far. Luckily for Lindsay, she did seem to get the help she needs, and she seems to be back on track with her career. And number 5, we have Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes' bizarre behavior was a desperate cry for help, and even her family noticed. Amanda's bizarre behavior caused major concerns after she had a couple of relapses, driving incidents, and bizarre tweets that involved involved her huge crush on Drake and distaste for the media. After Amanda's parents found themselves in a powerless situation as they had no legal options to get their daughter help, Amanda would then cut off her parents and move all the way to New York City just to escape her parents so they couldn't keep tabs on her. Now Amanda has since cleaned up her act and has shown us a glimpse of her life as she's currently training to become a nail technician. The star has also stated she doesn't have any desire to return to acting anytime soon. However, she has said it would be fun to reprise her role as Holly Tyler on the sitcom What I Like About You. However, it is great to see the star is doing well again because she definitely deserves it. At number 4, we have Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen wishes more people would have seen his bizarre behavior back in the day as a cry for help and got him the help he needed. When the actor went on a series of profanity-laced rants, the filming for 2.5 Men would be suspended and Charlie would undergo treatments for addictions following a relapse. Days later, Charlie would be fired from the production as Warner Brothers stated in a legal letter that the star engaged in a dangerous, self-destructive way and appeared to be ill. Charlie has definitely had a lot of time since to reflect on his behavior and regrets everything about it. With 2 divorces, stress, mental breakdowns, the star turned to substances to show us that he was crying for help. And while some companies took notice of this, no one actually did anything to help him, and that's even more concerning. At number 3, we have Lil Peep. In late 2016 and early 2017, Lil Peep seemed to be very depressed and his moods really reflected on his Twitter page. The rapper would go on to tweet things like, "Enjoy me while I'm still here," and Lil Peep might not wake up tomorrow. When Lil Peep passed, it was released that the star was under the influence of many substances that led to his passing. His substance use and battle with depression and anxiety simply caused his life to spiral out of control. While the star was clearly calling out for help, none of us truly took the time to realize before it was too late. Lil Peep's mother has even alleged that Lil Peep told his management team that the tour was making him ill, and they ignored his cries for help and pushed her son onto the stage after stage and city after city, which led to his use of substances along the way. At number 2, we have Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD's music has sent a message to the world, and it's been a sense of release for those struggling under the weight of their own mental illnesses. Juice WRLD has been battling a lot of demons since he was in 6th grade, and the star would try to break free from substances. However, heartbreak, depression, and anxiety seemed to cause him to relapse. It wasn't until he met his girlfriend Allie that he truly began to feel in control of his life. Just days after his passing, fans would notice some pretty chilling details in his music. Where we once believed his music was a confession of his struggles, however, it was actually a cry for help and none of us realized. Especially in his song Wishing Well, the rapper went on to state, "I cry for help, do they listen? I'ma be alone until it's finished." As we all thought the star was getting better, his song Fighting Demons would state that even though he got rich, it never made him happy. However, even while Juice WRLD has been struggling, and his desire to save those who relied on him through his music has definitely lived on, and he's definitely helped a ton of fans get through a tough time. At number 1 today, we have Mac Miller. When Mac Miller passed away just at the age of 26, he left behind a huge confession through his music that detailed his struggle with mental health and substance abuse. Mac broke out into the scene when he was just a teenager, however, his life quickly took a dark turn when he started staying inside, developed insomnia, and became a workaholic. When looking at the breadcrumbs Mac left behind in his songs, you can see that Mac was pretty open about his substance abuse and his lifetime of struggles he faced. In Mac's song Self-Care, Mac raps about how he's been losing his mind and it must be nice to be above the lights. The star was using his music to beg for help, and again, no one paid attention. And it's honestly really sad to see that the industry really refuses to help celebrities when they need it most, and while stars are spiraling out of control, they use it to profit off of them instead. Well, that's it for this video, my little peaches. Until next time, remember to stay juicy.